The Tennessee Titans head west on Sunday to face the San Diego Chargers. BETDAQ has installed San Diego as a 6-point favorite in this game, 43 the total. Titans suffered a blowout loss in Week 1 at home to the New England Patriots. Now, hey, New England's one of the best teams in the league, so no shame in that, but still, they did not look very good. Can't be too encouraging, Tennessee fans. They're only 4.5-point underdogs, so some people thought they were going to keep it close. That did not happen. Is Tennessee, did they start the right guy at quarterback? I say did they because a different guy might be starting quarterback this week. We'll get to that in a second. But did Tennessee start the right guy at quarterback last week? Jake Locker, is he really better right now than Matt Hasselbeck? I mean, I don't know. I haven't been at practice. I'm not going to, presume to know. But the question should be posed. In the NFL, and I've talked about it with a couple other teams, the Miami Dolphins, the Cleveland Browns, similar type thing. But so often now it seems like these first-round pick quarterbacks, there's a rush to put them on the field to see what you have. Well, we paid millions for this guy. We've got to put him on the field. We know what the other guy can give us. This guy has the high ceiling. Our future's with this guy. And I'm just not sure that's the right way to go about things. I mean, they might not feel like they can win a Super Bowl with Matt Hasselbeck at quarterback, but they went 9-7 last year with Matt Hasselbeck at quarterback. Surprised a lot of people, including me. I mean, you never know. If that defense had played better, if Chris Johnson can return to the form. What has happened to Chris Johnson? Somebody tell me that. I mean, in doing the research for this game, I saw that these two teams, San Diego and Tennessee, rushed for the two fewest amount of yards of any team in the AFC in Week 1. San Diego rushed for 32 total yards. Tennessee rushed for 20 total yards. Now, if you're San Diego and you're without Ryan Matthews, you're starting running back, and you're a pass-first team anyway, who pass to set up the run, that's the way they play offense, that's one thing. If you're the Tennessee Titans starting Jake Locker at quarterback and you're rushing for 20 yards against a New England Patriots defense that can be had, at least if last year's any indication, that is just troubling. I don't understand that. If they're relying on Locker to win games and to carry them sort of the way Matt Hasselbeck did last year, I'm afraid they might be disappointed. Now, Locker might not be playing this week. Hurt his left shoulder in last week's game, listed as questionable right now for this game on Sunday. We'll see if he's a go. Whether or not he's a go is going to make a difference in whether or not I have a play on this game or not. I do lean towards San Diego -6. And if Locker does go, I am going to back San Diego at -6, assuming I can still have it at that number. Of course, I can't have it on BETDAQ where we know it's going to be offered at that number because that market's up there. Of course, being over here at the States, I can't use a beautiful site like BETDAQ where every bet's at my fingertips just a click away. I have to board a small cramped casino ship. It takes me out to international waters. That's no joke. That's how we have to do it here on the east coast of Florida, but you do what you got to do, and I will be making that ride if it's announced tomorrow that Jake Locker is going to start because, again, I believe we should fade teams like Miami, like Cleveland, even though Cleveland covered last week, like the Tennessee Titans, teams that are thrusting these young quarterbacks in there before they're ready. The San Diego Chargers beat Oakland last week. Didn't look that impressive in doing so. I thought that defense looked like it can be had. They definitely have some holes in that defense. I did think the Chargers were going to win the AFC West this year. The Chargers were a pick for, were one of my picks to sort of make a lot of noise this year, maybe even contend for the AFC title, sort of a dark horse Super Bowl team. I will admit they did not look as good as the Denver Broncos in Week 1, so I'm going to start hedging that bet now, but I do still expect San Diego to have a good year. Got to be nice for them to see Antonio Gates back healthy, even though apparently got a little nicked up. He is on the injury report this week. He'll play on Sunday. Got a little nicked up in this game against Oakland last week. But these two teams have treated bettors very differently recently. Tennessee 0-4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games. San Diego, meanwhile, 5-1 against the spread in their last 6. I do look for these trends to continue. I do lean towards San Diego here. I also think the over might be a good play here. 43 the total on BETDAQ. I expect some points to be scored in this game. Here, I'll make it simple. How's this? If Jake Locker is starting a quarterback for Tennessee, I like San Diego -6. If Matt Hasselbeck starts for Tennessee, I like the over. I like over 43. So we'll see how those do.